And we are live.
We are live. I was hoping there'd be this countdown option. So for everyone, I just stunned for a second. Hello and welcome. It's another webinar, LinkedIn Live, however we want to call it, where we're talking about the LMF mentoring program. We're really excited because starting February, it's going to be the first mentoring program of 2023. And we've changed things up a bit. We've learned from previous cohorts, we've learned from the world changing, and listened to everyone in our network and people who've been on the mentoring program before, what would work for them. So we want to talk you through what the mentoring program is currently as it stands, how it's going to benefit you and support you in your career development, your goal setting, just trying to figure out where to go next, because we've all been and sometimes still in that position. And we want to answer any questions. So we're going to whiz through a deck. By all means, please introduce yourself in the chat, depending on where you are. So I think we're live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter as well. I'm not familiar with Twitter myself, so I don't know if you can bring good comments on there, so please do. Let us know who you are. Ask any questions as we go along. We'll have a Q&A at the end. But yeah, first, let's just do an introduction. So normally you may see Sonia's face, and Sonia Boller is the CEO of LMF, the founder. She is a presenter on BBC Asian Network Radio. She wrote a really great book called now you're going to test them. Eleanor, do you remember the name? Oh, she's here actually. She's joining.
I'm prepared to entrepreneur.
Yes, unprepared to be and she is someone that's really a mentor to me. It's really important to say that as well. She's got me through some really great down periods, and also with lots of celebrations, and that's why I'm part of LMF. So I'm the operations lead. Personally, I just kind of say that as the person that kind of helps people get things done, kind of tells people what to do sometimes, or just asks questions. I'm a big wonderer. So that's me. I kind of just like head sheep. Eleanor, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I am Eleonora, and I manage the last two LMF mentoring program, and I'm going to manage this mentoring program 2023, which I'm really excited. And I'm based in Greece. I'm Italian, but I'm based in Greece. So just to show you that this program is 100% remote and online. So yeah, I think just excited. We are here to answer some questions that we've been asked time after time. So I just want to make sure that everything is clear in case you are interested in express your interest. And since the deadline is on January 31st, so we're just here to to answer as many questions you might have and just explain a little bit how the program works.
Perfect. So I'll just kick into our slides. So firstly, just a little bit about LMF, if you don't really already know us. So just to recap who we are. So we are LMF Network, and our mission right now is to build the confidence, capabilities, and careers of 25,000 people by 2025. And it's a big goal, but that's what we're here for. We're here to push ourselves. We're here to push you. We're here to encourage you, give you confidence, grow together, lean on each other. So big goals means big wins. So that's where we're pushing ourselves. We started off as a brunch club, and I say we, but Sonia started off as this is a brunch club, and then it's evolved. It's manifested into this big network of people that are really supportive, really want to learn and give to each other as well. So aside from having the community where we've got our mentoring, we've got our support network, our community events, stumbling over my words there. We've also got our consultancy side of the business where we support and actually build the foundations of diversity inclusion within companies so that the workspace is a better place for all of us. It's inclusive for all of us. It actually thinks about and works with us to build environments where we can be safe, we can have a voice, we can make change and impact that will support all of us in the long run. So we work on both sides of that. And the mentoring program is a big part of what we do in terms of building the confidence, capabilities, and careers of individuals. So just going on to, before we go on to that though, just talking about some of the partners and brands that we've worked with. So personally, I've not been a part of all of this, but it's really exciting to see all of these names in one place. So some of these you'll recognize, PwC, Google, TEDx, King, and some of them may not be as familiar, but if you can see here, there's a big impact already just from seeing the logos. But imagine all the people, the individuals, the people that are kind of lost with what to do next that we've supported too along the way. So supporting the businesses, building the foundations of diversity inclusion, and it's that knock-on effect. It's that also the community that we build together to just make an impact, build confidence, and be able to move forward together with the goals that we set and the things that we manifest in life. Sonia, I can see that you're in the waiting room, so I just want to give a chance for you to come and say hello if you want to, and then add anything that I may have missed, especially around the brands and partners. If you're there. I don't know if my internet's cut out.
I am there. My internet's cut out, I think.
Okay.
So there's a blank screen, but I am here. But I feel like it's not a real meeting if there isn't a tech issue. Thank you so much, Han, for your kind words. Great work. Popped by as a fan. I have to be silent now as I wave. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And that's why we do the work that we do. We really do it to build the careers and confidence of individuals in the workspace, especially when so many of us have redundancies and are just not feeling the good vibe. It's about how can you connect together as a community to be better, to be stronger, to be more linear, and to make sure that we are together as one. My kind of claim to fame in that regard is that I've been made redundant twice, and I know it absolutely sucks. So I'm not possessing like any kind of false information as to it doesn't. But I also know that when you come together with your community, your confidence is there and you're building your career strategy that you are going to thrive. And that's why we have not just a great team, but we have an absolutely amazing mentoring program that we are going to be sharing today. I am actually in the LinkedIn chat as the company page, so sharing the form around registering your interest. We've also got a massive great competition coming up next week for those who register their interest and get involved with a tech company who's giving us over £200 worth of tech products to win, which is super exciting. All you have to do is register your interest. And I will take a step back and not take up space and make sure that the team who are here leading this live can tell you more about the program, how you can get involved, answer all your Q&A. So please ask as many questions as you want and as you can, because we are using this time to really give back to you to make sure that you are as informed as can be. And hopefully you're a part of our 30 individuals that we are taking through to our next mentoring program and absolutely changing their lives. So again, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to take a step back and really not take up space in this session. And I hope to see you all very soon.
Great. Thank you so much, Sonia. I will whiz through the next few bits, but by all means, if you have any questions about kind of the data and things like that I'm about to talk about now, because I just really want to give space for Eleanor to talk about the program. She's led this program, she created this program. So I want to, her to share her passion and everything that she's done. So quickly running through, we're 50,000 people across the globe over different social media channels, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you can find us. And majority of the people that we in our community are female. They identify as female, and within the age bracket of 18 to 35. So just looking a bit more about the full digital mentoring programs that we had previously, that was nearly over 1,000. That was over 1,000 people and across 28 countries. So that's what we've done so far. Not even what we're doing now. That's what we've done so far in the past couple of years through a pandemic. I mean, everyone went virtual and it was kind of a good time for that. We were able to support them. But yeah, so just to say, that's a really good achievement. Let's give ourselves a little pat on the back for that one, especially everyone that's been a part of it so far. I won't go into all of the details, but yeah, you can just kind of see from this slide how we've grown. So 2020 was the first pilot program, and there was a really great interest across so many countries. And then you could see in 2021 that scaled up. And what we wanted to do now, and what Eleanor will talk about, is how we've taken what we've learned from individuals who've taken the program, what we've learned from industry, what we've learned from the fact that everything's changing again. We're just having to adapt all the time. And that's why this program is going to be shorter, but more, I wouldn't say intense, more insightful, more value in a short space of time. So return investment in a short space of time is what we're aiming for at this point. But I will move forward. Quick wins on top of the fact that there's 1,000 people already to date, the fact that there's 28 countries already to date that we've worked or kind of had this mentoring program a part of. 95% recommendation rate, and that is just amazing to say, because it's really hard, and I've worked in so many businesses across different industries. It's so hard to get a good feedback. There's always something that isn't quite right, and we understand, but what we do is we take your feedback and we do something about it. We make things better the next time we implement something, or we try to change as much as we can as we go. 918 mentoring participants. Based on the other slide, actually, I think that we need to update that one, because it might not be for the whole of the programs that we've had to date. But definitely 98% success rate. And what we mean by success is there were good matches with the individuals. They either kept the mentoring relationship, accountability, buddy relationship during the program, or even continued. Some people became bridesmaids for each other. Some people are just still friends. Some people it led to pay increases. Some people it's led to changing jobs or careers and just taking the leaps. But I want to move on, because I want to give Eleonora space to talk about what mentoring is, the benefits of it, and to continue to tell you a bit more about programs. So Eleonora, take it away.
Thank you, Pretty. So yeah, one of the questions that we have been asked is like, what is mentoring? And there is not one answer to this question, because mentoring, there are many definitions, especially based on the experience that every mentor or mentee has, might have like a different shape. But we believe that it's really quite simple, helping each other. So it's believed mentoring is having a professional assisting a person that is maybe want to change career, want to start a career, is helping with some tools that more experienced people can give. So generally speaking, a mentor is someone with more work experience, a minimum of 10 years, and nothing more than that. And a mentee is, generally speaking, a person with 0 or maximum 5 years of work experience that is seeking help, tips, and guidance to start a career or change career. So what are the benefits? The benefits of the mentoring program is having someone, it can be a mentor, can be an accountability buddy, that's what we're doing this year, or it can be having a mentees, because this happen a lot too, that help us to understand what can we improve in the workplace, like what can we do with, for example, CV building, LinkedIn profile, but also like with new technology are coming up, like how can we improve our skills in the workplace? So this is basically what is mentoring, and just having someone that can help like improve yourself in the workplace. And then for this year, and I'm going to share in a little bit what we're going to do this year, because as Pretty was saying earlier, we always improve, always listening our past participant feedback. But what we're going to show you in the next slide, before I'm going a little bit to detail in the mentoring and the structure of this year, there will be a 4-week program. I'm going to see the difference between traditional mentoring, one-to-one mentoring, reverse mentoring, and group mentoring. So generally speaking, the traditional mentoring is when we have a one-to-one session, mentee, mentor. And so a mentee has some kind of question, some kind of goal setting, and then the mentor can guide the mentee to the mentoring program. Another way to do the mentoring is to the group session. So please, Pretty, can you change slide? In the group session, generally speaking, there is one mentor and more mentees. And during the session, so when the mentor, for example, answer a question to one mentee, the other mentee can listen as well. So this is like a win-win situation, like a more comfortable situation, a safe space where everyone can learn, even from other people learning. And the reverse mentoring that we are really proud of. Listening our feedback from the past participant, we understand that a lot of mentors also learn from the mentees. So that's why this year we decided to do more an accountability buddy, because we believe that also mentors can learn. So we ask all the participants to have some kind of goal, to set a goal, and to have some question to ask, so everyone can learn from this program. And then a good example is like on TikTok strategies, right? So who else better, if not young people, can know how to develop TikTok strategy? Definitely not a person with 40-year work experience, because it's an app and a technology that is more for younger people. So this is just an example. And then we are going to see definitely the structure of this mentoring program. As I was saying before, we learn from our past mistakes. So it's not going to be a 6-month program like the first 2 cohorts. It's not going to be a 3-month program like the last 2 cohorts that I managed myself, but it's going to be a 1-week program. So we're going to have 4 week, if please, pretty this time can change slide. It's going to be a 4 week program where in which in every week we are going to have one live session. So the first session will be around CV building, the second on LinkedIn skill, the third will be like imposter syndrome, and then how to be more productive. But we're going to see the calendar later. Just to give you an idea, if you can attend one of these session, don't worry, because the day after you're going to receive the recording of the session. The only day that we ask you to be live is on the speed mentoring, because we are going to give you one match, so one accountability buddy. It can be mentor or mentee, but then we're going to have speed mentoring. What does it mean? It means that you have the opportunity to meet all the participants of the mentoring program and to meet all the people. So if you find a person that suits you the most as a mentor or as a mentee, you can definitely keep that contact forever, and you can keep build a structure with that mentee or that mentor. Besides the mentoring program, you're also going to have access for 1 year to the LMF platform. The LMF platform is already available and live, where there are today 10 live masterclass. Those are 30 minutes masterclass based on, like, for example, where to start looking for a job, goal setting, entrepreneur versus employment. So there are lots of material in case you want to change your career or in case you want to start your career. And you have access for 1 year. Is like £160 worth of value for to have 1 year access to this platform. And if you subscribe to the LMF mentoring program, you also have access for 1 year to the LMF platform. So you're going to have masterclass resources. For example, you have a CD template, LinkedIn template, email template. So there is lots of value. And of course, you're going to have a certificate for the mentoring program. So you can post online that you're part of the mentoring program and that you finish the mentoring program with us. I want to remind that the deadline is January 31st, so in 2 days. We have 30 limited spaces. There are not 30 anymore. I think we have like 5 last spots. So I really recommend you to express your interest today. We are not going to do a matching based on your gender, based on your age. We are going to do a blind matching. So that means that if you fill the form and you express your interest in the mentoring program, you're going to see that we're going to ask a question. For example, where do you have experience, in case you have any, and where do you want to gain experience? Another question is where you can support someone, for example, public speaking or confidence or starting a career, and in where you are seeking support. So this is the matching that we're going to do. And that's why we are proud of, because, and even if you don't like the matching or you're not 100% satisfied, we are going to have the speed mentoring. So you're going to meet all the participants of the mentoring program, and you're going to find the best people that match you the most, and you can keep contact with that. Or we're going to have like a group session. So after saying this, I just want to show the example, the calendar. So in the calendar is the introduction and the matching we're going to send on February 1st. We're going to send the extraction, the matching, and all the information you need to start the mentoring program. And then every Thursday at 6 p.m. UK time, we're going to have a live session. The first one will be around CV hacks, the second on how to be and smash your LinkedIn profile. The third will be about how to be more productive. And the last will be how to overcome imposter syndrome. In case you can attend one of these sessions, don't worry, the day after you're going to see the recording. The only session we ask to be live, is possible, is the speed mentoring. We fix the date on March 7 at 1 p.m. UK time, but in case we are going to ask all the participants which time and date they prefer, we are going to change the date in case most of the participants prefer, let's say, on Friday or in an afternoon. And then on March 7, we're going to have the final celebration, and we're going to share the data. In the next slides, I'm going to show 9 examples of masterclass that are already on the platform. And the moment in which you have access to the mentoring program, you also have access to our platform. These are just 9 of the masterclass that are already there. But then every month, we are going to upload 1 new masterclass. So you're going to have access to other 12 masterclass besides this one. And then I just want to check in case there are some questions that have been asked through our social media. I'm here to answer as many questions as you want. Otherwise, you can see the recording, or you can ask questions to hello@lmfnetwork.com. I want to recommend that the deadline is on January 31st. And we have, I think, last 5 spaces. And after that deadline, I don't know if we can we'll reopen the expression of interest or not, but if we will, definitely the price will go up. So I recommend you to express your interest today, and if you are interested, to follow the instruction that you're going to receive through email.
Yeah, thank you, Eleonora. I just want to just come back on the point about the cost. So just to be clear and transparent, the cost is to cover business costs. So from Zoom, from ourselves, just to compensate ourselves a little bit, not too much. But so it's not that the program is only valued at £100, but we're just trying to be fair. So that's the minimum that we need to support actually activating. And there's like 5 months prior to like the day that this program starts. That is the prep work. It's the team coming together. It's, you know, working with partners and things like that to just get this all ready to go. And then from there, we have the month of the mentoring. And then following that, we will have follow-ups with yourselves. So whether that's kind of just kind of continuing our relationships, getting feedback from yourselves for future, and building a report and taking the data that we've got from the mentoring program to build like an impact report. So there is, what is that? So that's like 7 months in total that goes into the month that you see. And that's what the cost is reflecting. So when we say that after a deadline and then the 30 spaces, when that increases, the reason that increases is because there's more involved in managing a bigger group of people. We've based it on the 30 people, but we don't want anyone to miss out. I know we're only going to be doing 2 a year at the moment, just with our capacity and within the team. So just being transparent, that's what it covers. But yeah, Eleanor, can we move back to yourself? Any questions? We saw someone on social media earlier about, so I'll ask them to you. There's one that asks, is this program for you, for me, this person who's asking the question, if I've finished college and I'm currently in my gap year, so assuming they mean gap year between going from college to university?
I think it's perfect, especially if you want to start career or if you want to change your career, because you are going first to do a lot of networking, which is always the best thing when you are trying to change career or start career, knowing people, ask them questions. I'm interested in doing program manager. Can you help me? If you're a program manager, can you help me understand how does it work? So it's the best way is always networking. And we're going to have the matching and the speed mentoring session. Plus, you're going to have access to the WhatsApp group, to the LinkedIn group, to the Slack group. So it's definitely a best way to network with people that are already professionals. Second, you're going to have a lot of masterclass, for example, where to start looking for a job, or goal setting, what is mentoring, break the bias, resilience in the workplace. So a lot of material, and in the mentoring itself with the live session. So CV building, LinkedIn profile building, fighting imposter syndrome, and then 5 tips how to be more productive. So there is lots of material that you're going to access in order to start or change your career. And then for sure, like just having a mentor, someone that can support you, and you can support someone else as well, is always a way to learn. I always remember when I was in university, when I was explaining someone the topic of the exam, I always learn myself the lesson even better. So even the way that the opportunity that you have to be a mentor for someone, even if you think you don't have any experience, that is not true, because your life has been years that you are in this world, so you definitely have some kind of experience that you can teach to someone else. And as I was saying before, even if you're a young person with zero experience, you definitely have more experience on social media than maybe an elderly person. So I think it's the best fit, especially if you want to change career or start career. But also if you're already like working, if you're happy with your work, you just want to share your knowledge with someone else, that is the best fit too. So I think it can fit with lots of situations, this mentoring program, just in doing networking. If you feel alone in the workplace, this is how LMF started from the beginning, like as well. Just meeting people, doing networking, and learning new things that we always can learn from everyone. So I think it's really amazing opportunity.
Great, thank you for answering that question. To be honest, most of the questions that have been asked, you have really answered. I guess one that I will throw out here, just so we can kind of, if anyone's thinking of it, is how we're going to be accessing the platform. So just from a bit of overview, we'll be providing you with a code, and they're on at our website, www.lmfnetwork.com. You'll be able to join the LMF community. There's a button in the top right hand side, and when you log in, you'll be able to create your account. You'll be able to use this code for 1 year access for free. And as Eleonora has said, we've already got 9 masterclasses, well, maybe more than 9 masterclasses already there. We've also got resources. You'll also be able to see some of our exclusive LMF members, LMF platform member events that we'll be having online events once a month. So I'm just in the process in the background getting those sorted. So it would be panel discussions. It might be just kind of shorter versions of workshops about different topics. So definitely want to be talking to the community. Let me know what you want to hear more about. Any topics we've already covered, anything we haven't covered, we'll try to create resources and workshops or just to have discussions on these topics with you. So those will be online every month. And then alongside that, I just want to recap that we have a really good competition coming up, part of this. So we alluded to it earlier. There is a chance with one of our partners. There's a chance to enter the competition if you've signed up already to the mentoring program. If you will be signing up to the mentoring program, anyone who's on the mentoring program enters into this competition automatically with one of our partners, which we can't name just yet, but it involves winning worth of £200 worth of, I don't know if I can say the products or anything like that, but £200 worth of things. So I'll be careful with what I'm saying until we're able to give more information, maybe Monday. I also want to share as well that we will be part of the mentoring program. We've done it previously. It's led us to where we are today. And we believe in it. So we're coming back in as students as well as facilitators, which is fun because it's been done so many times now that we can enjoy it while we're supporting in the background.
And so, if I can add just a little side note, we decided to have 30 participants exactly for this reason. We can follow you in case you have any question, in case you don't know how to find the platform, how to find the masterclass, how to find anything. We have a really one-to-one session you can have with myself anytime you want. We have the private WhatsApp group, LinkedIn, Slack, based on what kind of platform do you prefer. So we are going to have more like a fulfilling relationship. In case you have any question, in case you don't understand where to find the matching, the slides, or anything, we are always going to help you and follow you.
And it was great to see in the slides earlier that we had, was it 600 at one point on one cohort? But you're right, having that intimate experience together, building relationships solidly, especially with us being part of it as well. We want to be able to really reach out to you and be able to support daily. So yeah, just to reiterate, the keeping the numbers down is just that we can manage it. We wish we could have everyone. But I think for that cohort, we understood that the amount of work that goes into it. So we just had to be a bit more realistic. But it doesn't mean you don't miss. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I see there is a question coming up. They already answered, but I'm happy to do it again. So Heidi's asking how mentees and mentors are matched up. So first one, since I explained earlier, we're going to have more like accountability buddy approach, because we believe that also mentor can learn from mentees. But besides this, we're going to have a blind matching. That means that we're not going to see your gender, where you are in the world, or your age. We're not going to see any of that. But we are going, if you fill the form, you can see we're going to ask questions like where you can support someone. For example, public speaking, for example, confidence, for example, networking, and in what you are gaining support, you're seeking support, and where do you have experience, and in what you want to gain experience. So this is the matching we are going to do. So there is a formula that we decided, we invented, and we created. So we're going to match based on what you're looking for and what you can give to someone else. In case you're not 100% satisfied of your matching, we are going to have one speed mentoring session. That means we're going to meet all the participants of the program, since it's a cozy program, 30 participants maximum, and you're going to meet all of them. So in case there is another person that you feel is a better match for yourself as a mentor or as a mentee, you can keep that contact forever, and you can keep the person as a mentor or as a mentee yourself.
Amazing. Thank you for answering that. And Haley, thank you for asking that question. Notice we've got a good 30 seconds left. So if there's any more questions, please reach out. Maybe we'll go a couple of minutes over. That's fine. But other than that, if you have any questions, please write to us at hello@lmfnetwork.com.uk. Oh, testing my memory. I can double check. .com. So hello@lmfnetwork.com. Perfect. You can reach us there, ask any more questions that you need. Please do register your interest at the same time. Doesn't mean that you're already into the program, you haven't committed. It just means that at least we've got your information, we can reach out to you and we can support. So sharing that again in the comments on LinkedIn. And I think that's really it. So just to recap, program starts. Officially, the first date to attend is February the 7th, but as Eleonora has said, these classes are going to be recorded so you can replay them at any time. But yeah, technically we kick off on the 7th. You'll know who you're matched with. You'll get your instructions by February 1st. The deadline currently to sign up, to register your interest, is the 21st of January. We don't want anyone to miss out, so we will be looking at increasing that with increased demand, but there would be a cost increase for a bigger cohort. So just let you know, if you want to register by the 21st and be part of that first 30 people, we'll be able to keep you at the cost of £100. After that, we need to consider costs in terms of tech and other expenses. So just keep that in mind. Better to get in early. Please send through all your questions. It's been really great talking about it. I guess the more that we talk about it just between ourselves, Eleonora, the more I get excited to do it again, because I haven't actually done it since I think 2021. I'm just, all of that time's a blur. So it was really useful for me, and I guess maybe some of that will be shared on the program as well. And hopefully I'll be speaking to my accountability partner about these things and hearing their journey too. So I'm really excited. I know Eleonora, you are too. But yeah, I'm happy to round that off. If there's no more questions, please just get in touch, ask away. And yeah, it's been really great to talk to everyone. Eleonora, do you want to say your parting words?
No, I think I answered the question. If you have more, always, as Preeti was saying, hello@lmfnetwork.com. Fill the survey. The deadline is January 31st. So I recommend you, if you're interested, to do it as soon as possible. And yeah, we are here for any if you need if you have any other doubts, or if you need anything, we're always here.
Awesome. Well, we'll just leave that one there. And we're excited to see everyone that joins us on 7th February. For anyone else, hopefully we'll see you at some of our LMF events soon. But yeah, always stay in touch, and we appreciate you all. Thank you.
Bye.